It's time to meet the interviewer and get the job you have applied for after you've developed your resume, written a fantastic cover letter, and scheduled the interview. This guide will help prepare you for the crucial day of your interview. Companies want applicants who understand what they want from a job. They are also impressed with someone before arriving at the interview who has done the research. Make the effort to look at the company in which you are involved, and you will be ahead of the competition. Go to their corporate website and read about the past and aspirations of the organization for the future to get a sense of how the organization you're involved in sees itself. Company websites often have staff photos or posts about the company, along with their official social media pages, both of which will give you some idea of the culture of the company. If they have been made publicly accessible, you can also read the company's brochures and annual reports. Your job is to present yourself during an interview, so you need to know your capabilities well enough to do this effectively. The best way to get hired is to connect your abilities with the needs of the organization. List your achievements and then think about the skills it took to achieve them. Did psychological sensitivity require babysitting? Did the sale of kitchen knives need persuasion skills? Did it take good time management skills to play school sports and maintain a high GPA? Review and refine your skills list into a package that you can easily explain in a minute or two. And don't forget to market yourself off as an individual. Most companies want workers who are trustworthy, smart, polite, inspired, and responsible. Do you work well with individuals? Are you conscientious and smart? With self-motivation? All the lists you want can be made, but there is no substitute for rehearsing how you're going to handle an interview. Ask your parent, sibling, or friend to be the interviewer, and give him or her a list of questions to ask you, especially the hard ones. See some examples below. By thinking about the answers, you will benefit and gain trust, and you may be able to apply them to questions that you did not expect. Why are you leaving your job? What have you been doing since your last job? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why should we hire you? Why do you want to work here? Looking professional implies looking respectable. To give you an idea of the overall dress code, check the company's website for pictures of the workers. Although a suit in a corporate environment is almost always suitable, it often does not make sense for the company. It should be washed, ironed, organized, and fitting, whatever you want to wear. Skirts should not be above the knee, shirts should not be cut too short, and there should be a mild jeweler. Sneakers and flip-flops should remain at home as far as footwear is concerned. It might be trendy to wear open-toed shoes, but before you get the work, they aren't acceptable. It may be a good idea to remove piercings, aside from tiny, conventional earrings, and ensure that any tattoos are covered under your skin, based on what you've heard about the company dress code. It may seem obvious, but the game is over if you're not on time for your interview. Getting there early gives the interviewer a positive impression and helps you to take a few deep breaths, arrange your notes, refresh your mind on any points you have found challenging in your practice, and check any business materials in the waiting room that might be available. If required, it also enables you to use the toilet, freshen your breath, and make any last-minute appearance changes. Whatever your mode of transportation, in case of unexpected obstacles such as traffic or a subway delay, make sure you have directions to your target organization, along with a backup route. Also, have someone's phone number to notify you if you're running late. Potential employers are looking for someone who is optimistic, assertive, and polite, and they will take this opportunity to see if you're fit. You'll want to follow these fast tips anytime you meet someone at your target organization, especially the individual who will be interviewing you. 1. Look at the person in the eye when you raise your right hand for a handshake. 2. Shake your hand firmly, but easily, strive to make the web of your hand meet his or hers. 3. Smile and say something enthusiastic at the same time, such as, "Hi, Mr. John. It's a pleasure to meet you." 4. Make some small talk as you walk to his or her office, the weather, how great the lobby looks. Avoid politics, racial, ethnic, or religious jokes, or off-color humor. A positive connection will be built through small talk, and the remainder of the interview will feel more relaxed and less like you're being interrogated. 5. Be polite to anyone you meet. Once you've left the office, you never know who would put in a good word for you. Some questions will be asked of you, and there are some tricks to answer them well. 1. Only don't ramble. Concise responses are easier than disorganized babble, with strong points. Accept the fact that the interviewer needs time to see you outside of his or her busy day. 2. Collect your ideas. If you need a moment to gather your thoughts to answer a particular question, feel free to say, "For a moment, I need to think about that," or "That's a brilliant question." Mainly, you'll be asked if you have any questions at the completion of an interview. It can be taken as an indication of a lack of planning or concern if you don't ask anything. So, before the interview, plan some questions and take notes during the interview to keep track of the questions you may like to pose. After the consultation, make sure you know what the next steps are. Will they be messaging you? When do they say that they'll do it? Do they like to make you follow them up? What's the right way to do it? When you walk out the door, the interview is not done. As soon as you get back home, write your interviewer a brief thank you letter. Tell him or her that you enjoyed the time he or she spent with you and the ability to learn more about the work and the business. A thank you note usually applies to a neatly handwritten card addressed to the address of the agency, but sending a thank you email to your interviewer is perfectly appropriate and expected. Please like the video and share it to your friends. And please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to receive all news about the computer world. Thank you.